Good evening. Thank you, thank you. Hello. I'm alright for the most part. Couldn't get sleepy, so I decided to stream for a bit. It was weird. Last week when I was in the hospital, especially after I had the baby, I could not stop sleeping. I was just so sleepy all the time. And since coming home, I feel pretty dang awake. Thanks everybody. Thank you. Despite the EV in the background, baby is not home yet. I just added the EV there before I forgot to do that. I need to figure out where to add a whale behind me somewhere. Little animated whale. It's trickier. Also, my oldest kid is not around me as much as Fox and Evie will be. She kind of does her own thing. I'm hanging in there. I can't say I'm doing good because that would be a lie. But I'm not awful either. Just kind of taking things day by day. Husband Doe got to visit with little Evie for a bit today. He got to run by the hospital on his way to work. Nurses say she's doing okay. After a stream, I gotta do some tinkering because they installed a camera so that I can watch a little video feed of her from home. There's no audio or anything, just a little video feed. I gotta do some tinkering to figure out how to hook up to it from my computer. Yeah, well, it's a Saturday. My husband Joe works on Saturdays at night, so he's gone to work. Fox is staying with his parents until I get the okay from my doctor that I'm in good enough shape to chase her around again and lift her and stuff, because right now I can't do any of that. So it's just me and the almost 9-year-old, and all she wants to do before bed is watch crafting videos and tinker with making jewelry in her room. She does not want to hang out. I was also born early. I was born about 2 months early, back in the late 80s, early 90s, when we didn't have as good technology, but still, I can't help but worry and be paranoid, because you never know. It's I don't even want to say it, but someone can make a mistake and something can go horribly wrong. You never know. I don't want to think about that, though. I put little creatures in the background to represent my kids. I have a fox who is 2.5. Just had my little Evie on Tuesday. I need to figure out where to put a beluga whale. I yet to find a cute little animated beluga whale that I like. I think I have like a whale, but it's not a beluga whale. Let me see. I think I have a whale. Oh, there's the whale. It's not quite a beluga whale. It'll do. Hey everybody joining. Well, little fox is doing nice. I got to see her for a bit today. My in-laws stopped by to help out with some stuff, but she had to go back with them. Like, I can't bend or lift anything more than like the weight of a newborn baby. So I can't really do much with little fox just yet. And I'm dealing with like ridiculously high blood pressure I have to keep an eye on. Because if it stays consistently high for over 24 hours through all my checks and nothing I do makes it go down, or I get like other symptoms like seeing spots or blacking out or nausea or a myriad of other things, I have to go back to the hospital for a check. Fun times. I'll catch you later, Jack. I'm really hoping I don't have to go back to the hospital because it was no fun there. Past tense, I had a bird. I had a parrot. But it belongs to my parents, so it's not in my house. I don't have a bird animation because I have no reason for one. I just have little critters to represent my kiddos. I know it's a little weird that it's a whale, a fox, and an Eevee, but that's just how it happened. Can't wait for all the swelling and stuff to go down, including in my nose, so I can breathe again. They put these like little like air tubes in my nose while I was delivering because my blood oxygen level kept dropping, and it left some bruising, which makes my nose swell up. And it's like, thanks, guys. What was really crazy is when I first got to the hospital, they wanted me to stay pregnant as long as possible because baby came way too early. So So they gave me a bunch of medicine, and I just kind of sat there in the hospital, being given a bunch of different medicines to help me and help the baby for a couple of days. And then really early Tuesday morning, all the medicine was given to me. The doctor decided, okay, we can't stall anymore. Baby's got to come out. So they gave me medicine to start labor. Within 3.5 hours of being given the medicine to start labor, the baby came out. Which is crazy, because with my previous 2 kids, I was in active labor for almost a day, like a little over 20 hours. So yeah, I was in pain for over 20 hours. It was not fun. Not fun. But at least both those times I also had an epidural to pass some of the time, but still, long time to be having a baby. Well, Evie came out in 3.5 hours. I was in so much pain because it was going way too fast for me. And they gave me an epidural, but like within minutes after they gave me the epidural, and I was finally able to breathe and relax and not be tensed up in agony, the baby was like, just sliding on out. Husband is doing alright. He's doing okay. He's at work right now. He works night shifts now. He has better access for visiting Evie than I do, because he can drive and I cannot drive. So he can actually drive over to the hospital whenever he can to visit. Well, some nice things have happened. Aside from babies, some nice things have happened. Like, Saturday before I went into labor in the middle of the night, I actually got to go see a friend for his birthday, who I haven't seen since before, it was like way before the pandemic. I don't think I've seen him since like 2018, 2019, somewhere in there. And he's always very pleasant to be around. He's a very jolly guy. I know people don't use the word jolly very much, but that really does describe his personality. Like, you can't be sad around this friend. He even themed his birthday to be gods and goddesses themed. And so people are showing up, like Egyptian gods and Greek and Roman and some different flavors of Wiccan. And then he comes marching in to cut his cake. And people are like, what, who are you? And it's like, bitches, I'm Satan. Showed up to his own birthday as Satan. Very, very nice play there. You know, things are going. They'd be going. I didn't really dress up other than wear nice clothes to the party, because it's kind of hard to put together a costume when you feel like a beach sea creature. So I was just going around joking, saying I was one of those ancient fertility goddesses. And people were like, yeah, that works. Because if you ever studied art history, one of the first things they teach you about are the really ancient little sculptures and statues of what they think are fertility goddesses. But really, it's just like a body with like a really big pregnant belly, huge booba, and very prominent lady parts. That's all these sculptures are. I'm actually more partial to Egyptian mythology. I have a Eye of Horus tattoo on my arm that I got in college. I'm gonna be in like limbo for like the next few weeks, probably, until Evie can come home. It's gonna feel so weird. They're constantly making stuff from existing franchises or remaking stuff from existing franchises, and I'm so over it. I crave innovation in my movies and TV shows now. I would love to see some new ideas. They don't even have to be good. They just have to be new. Like even anime is remaking itself, and I'm like, did we really need a remake of Urusei Yatsura? The classic's a classic for a reason. You can just watch that. I want my cookies. Open up the cookie bag. I want my cookies. Here? Or cookies. My judgment for anime is, can I watch this and stay awake? Because there's too much talking or too much action where but like nothing happens. It's just action for the sake of action and like no plot progresses. I fall asleep. I've seen the trailer for Velma. It makes me really sad. You could tell someone had an original idea that they wanted to make, but HBO did not want to make anything that wasn't derivative of an IP they already had. because brand name recognition. So they got stuck using Scooby-Doo characters in place of what they probably wanted to do on their own. I've been really enjoying Spy Family. Haven't quite finished the first bit that they put out yet. Almost. But husband and I watch it together. So I gotta wait for him to watch it. Almost caught up on Chainsaw Man. With what they came out with that. Again, I don't watch it without him. We did get through, finally, everything out so far of My Dress Up Darling. We thought that was a really cute show. We hope there's a new season pretty soon. How are you doing? How's your day slash night going? Thank you. Excuse me, sorry. I'm choking on cookie here. Hugs. These are special cookies I'm eating. No, they're not weed edibles. These are cookies with like herbs in it. They're supposed to give you more booba milk. I do not know why I'm so sniffly. Supposedly, these cookies are supposed to help. I've also started taking a supplement herb called fenugreek that like a bajillion people swear by. Ah, we have a new YouTube subscriber. Thank you for subscribing. Mm-hmm. Sorry about that. my 9-year-old decided it's a good idea to just walk into a room without knocking. Love when that happens. This kid's gonna learn the hard way. That she's gonna like just walk into a room and see things she doesn't want to see. Debating if I want another package of cookies or not. I probably shouldn't eat too many of them because they have all these like supplements in them. You don't want to overload on supplements. Thank you for stopping by, Robin. Appreciate ya. Have a little bit of soda ball ASMR. Just so we all have an idea of like a time frame, in about 40 minutes or so, I'll probably have to log off because gotta make sure the 9-year-old gets to bed and goes to bed, not just says goodnight and hides in a room until she thinks I'm asleep and then comes back out to do stuff. So snuffly. You know, all this hubbub with the baby coming, I have yet to get this computer looked at. So it still does not like multitasking that much. Which sucks because I like streaming games. It's hard to do that. The computer's like, I don't want to do more than a few things at once. I'm going to be slow. I'm going to crash. Why is my phone going off? Ah. Yeah, I got a message from a friend of mine who's getting married beginning of April. She's trying to make plans for her bridal shower bachelorette party. My friend is mentioning she wants to tour a vineyard for her celebration for her wedding, which would mean doing something in March because her wedding's beginning of April. And I just wonder what the weather's going to be like then. Oh, Jason, that's super cool. Good luck to your little boy there. You know, having an IV in your arm for the better part of a week probably isn't healthy for you. I mention this because even though I don't see any bruising or anything, along the side of my arm, starting at the point at where the IV was put in, going down a few inches, hurts. And it hurts more when I touch it. But there's no bruising, so I don't think a vein was blown or anything. There's no discoloration or anything. But it hurts, and it hurts to touch. Catch you later, Brock. Thanks for popping by. I'm doing okay. Just a little spacey out because I was given medicine for pain that has an oxy in it. It's not very strong, but it does kind of like put static in your brain. I think to distract you from the fact you have pain somewhere. Oh yeah, the meds are doing all kinds of wacky stuff to my energy. Thanks, Nathan. Yeah, doing alright, all things considered. How are you doing? I actually have more energy now so far than I did like a couple weeks ago when I was pregnant. Like, I managed to sit at my desk going through my backlog of emails on various accounts and take care of some stuff for my kid's school for several hours. And I did not fall asleep at my desk. I was falling asleep at my desk pretty much daily the last month or so I was pregnant. I'm sorry to hear that about your mom, but good thing she's okay, dude. A friend of mine who for a long time was my hairdresser before she moved, she had kidney stones pretty bad, had to get them taken care of at the hospital. But she was a crazy person and would work despite being in agony. So she would just be there, dyeing, styling, and cutting people's hair while, like, she's in agony. And it's like, dude, no, go to a doctor, get some rest. Your clients will understand. Quicky's doing alright. She's doing well. She had a good holiday, and she's got a set up to do tattoos that she's been practicing on fruit, not on people. But she's made some pretty cool designs on some oranges that she showed me. Yeah, I get it. Like, my friend is an independent hairdresser, meaning she just rents a a room in a building and just does her work out of it. She doesn't work for like a company or like a chain of salons or anything. And so you essentially work for yourself. If you don't work, you don't get paid, you don't have money to pay bills. Like, I totally get that. But I bet she had a hard time focusing, especially on doing like hair dye, which is a bit of a science when she's in pain. Apparently some fruits, the skins, have a similar consistency to people's skin. I think she was practicing on like grapefruit or something. It was a pretty big citrusy looking fruit that she showed me she was doing designs on. Oh, could she like the little baby announcement drawing she did for me? They're actually just sketches. They're not finished pieces. I just asked her for cleaned up sketches because like you're only gonna announce a baby once. I don't need something super duper elaborate that I'm just gonna use a handful of times, if that. But you gotta keep in mind, Koichi has been essentially drawing since she was a kid and doing art on some sort of professional level over 10 years now. So she can do pretty nice things pretty quickly. Yeah, they were just little sketches. Oh, dude, you work at a bowling alley? I don't know whether to think that's kind of cool, because, like, bowling can be kind of cool, or if I just say I'm sorry, because I know people at bowling alleys can be really obnoxious, especially if there's alcohol. When I was in elementary school, we really liked this thing called Cosmic Bowling, which was basically the same bowling alley, the same lanes, the same everything, except for a few hours every so often, everything was just lit up by black lights. So everything was all like funky colored. And I thought that was the coolest thing. Oh yeah, we were fine during the Arctic weather. Fortunately, we didn't lose power or anything, which was good. We just stayed inside. Oh, I am so sorry you work at a drunk bowling alley. Where I live right now, it's actually on the warmer side. Like, it's almost 9 o'clock at night, and it's only in the 50s Fahrenheit out. I am so sorry, Jason Blaze. Oh, that's rough. Oh, that sucks. I hope you find a better job soon, my dude. If you have a Macy's department store in your area, they're not a bad place to work. I worked at a super duper fancy schmancy one when I was in college. And the worst of it is I had to deal with some douchey customers. But management was pretty cool. The job itself wasn't too difficult. And at the time, the pay wasn't half bad. At least from the perspective of being a broke college person. I did often get put in the menswear section, specifically the men's cologne counter. So that was like a magnet for weird things. Either I get strange dudes trying to hit on me, or like indecisive women who would then accuse me of like trying to steal their man just because I would try to recommend whatever fragrance management wanted me to promote. Oh, you got your mall demalled? That's a shame. Some of the malls in my neck of the woods went the way of the dodo. They're gone. And then the ones that remained either became outlet malls, so it's like name brands, but all of like previous season's goods that like nobody wants, everything's like super discounted. And those malls get like mobbed. Just full of people all the time. It's not fun. Or they got packed full of like boutique, upper middle class, sometimes upper class stores. There's one really big mall in one of the cities that I can get to within an hour that has like super duper rich people stores in it. Like it has an actual Gucci store and Versace and you name it. And it's like fancy schmancy. It's probably either its own store or in one of the department stores. I can't go to that particular mall without feeling like a homeless person. It has good restaurants though, so I usually just go there to eat food and just like window shop. Husband has two jobs. He's a sergeant in the Marine Corps, but he's a reservist, so he also has a civilian job. And for a civilian job, he's a mechanic for very specific proprietary machines that belong to the company he works for. But I'm not going to disclose the company he works for privacy reasons. I remember there used to be a whole bunch of different kinds of game stores when I was a kid, and they had like huge selections. Nowadays, it just seems kind of bare bones when you go into a game store, or even the game section of like Walmart or Target or Best Buy or whatever. I know that has to do with a lot of systems offering more digital stuff, but still, it's like, man, I miss the good days of like getting a cartridge or a disc. I think GameFly went out of business. There's a tiny mom and pop buy sell trade game store near where my neighborhood is. I've yet to go in it though, so I don't know what they have or what they do. But they advertise that they buy, sell, and trade. I have the random background music from the original Tetris in my head. I have no idea why. Hello, EJ. How are you doing? How's your day social night going? If you're looking for a specific physical copy of a game, you may want to try buy, sell, trade Facebook groups. I know Facebook, but like there are groups that actually are really handy for coming across physical media. I don't trust Facebook Marketplace. Like I do not trust Marketplace at all. So many scammers. But there are actual like social groups where you can like talk to people and find stuff that people will be willing to like sell to you. Someone has a very loud car. They just drove by my street. Made my house vibrate. Oh, you want to tell me something? You can tell me something. What's up, my dude? Oh, awesome. Yeah, there aren't too many chubby BBW waifus in role plays. So I've been trying to remedy that. I see we got some big lady fans here today. I appreciate you, fans of the big ladies. I've done a whole batch of BBWs in like the last few months. And I need to catch up with other plans I've had that I haven't been able to get to because I've been pregnant and tired. And I just had my baby on Tuesday. So I don't know when I'm going to make another audio again. Could be tomorrow. Could be a week from now. Could be a month from now. Just depends. I do have a couple of BBW mukbangs on here. You just have to use the search function. Hello, welcome people joining. Thank you, Midnight. We're doing okay. Still don't know when baby can come home yet. But we're taking things day by day. Oh, thanks y'all. I appreciate y'all very much. I do gotta BRB real quick though. I gotta put the older kiddo to bed. It's after 9. Can't have her stay up all night. Be right back. Hey everybody, I'm back. Sorry that took a hot minute. She insisted on a story. Oh, thank you, Firefly. Have y'all ever heard of Pete the Cat, those books for kids? I want to know how the Pete the Cat books got published, why there's so many of them, and why that author is making millions of dollars. The stories are like not engaging at all. The dialogue is minimal. And the art is not good. And it bothers me when I see these like super popular kids books that just do the bare minimum. While my mother has struggled to get her children's book published for like forever. Evie's a little girl. She's my cute little Evie. She's still in the hospital. I don't get to take her home yet. I actually have this thing when I'm done with stream. Gotta tinker with so I can see her on a video feed. They're all over the place. For the Pizza Cat books are everywhere I am. I see them in the bookstores. I see them in the book section of like Target. They're in like every kid's library. I'm like, why is this author making so much money? I've seen Kill Bill like a long time ago, back in like 2002 or something like that. Yeah, it is a cute little whale animation. I need to look for something. Something. It's all the way over there. It's all the way over there. What are tactical cupcakes? Are they cupcakes you can put a gun in? Oh, so what if my kids find my videos in the future? It's on YouTube. It's nothing to be ashamed of. Personally, I find mommy vloggers way more embarrassing. Imagine having like hundreds of videos where you document every waking moment in your child's life, when they're little to whenever. That's embarrassing. And yes, and I answered. It's like, sorry, I get that question a lot. Like, as soon as people find out I'm a parent, they're like, oh, what if your kids find your content? It's like, so what if they do? It's not that big a deal, y'all. I'm not like Trisha Paytas, who has like a whole library of content where she just like starts beef with people or complains about her ex-boyfriends. Like, that'd be pretty cringe for a kid to find. I have a Nintendo Switch I need to hook up. But I have no idea what to get for it other than Pokemon games. Well, thank you, AJ. I've heard of the Mafia series. Does not interest me. I used to play Need for Speed with my college roommates. If I had a superpower, that's tough because there's a lot of cool superpowers. I wouldn't mind teleporting. That'd be cool. I know futurism is, my dude. I don't really follow Mario content that much, if at all. Fan-made series of Mario, Sonic, and Dragon Ball Z. That sounds like a nice trifecta there. Gives me Sonichu vibes from the Christian lore. So I know what is? No. Hi, Jared. How you doing? How's your day/night going? I've hit an age where I don't really follow new music people anymore. I'll hear about like them in passing, like in the news or in conversation, but I don't really go seeking things out anymore. I just kind of absorb things like by like osmosis or something. You know what gets me thinking at night? When did people start being comfortable using their legal names as their names on the internet? When did the tides shift? Because when I was in like middle school, high school, college, using the internet, everyone had a screen name that was not their name. It may have had like little bits of their name in it, like if your name was, I don't know, Matt, you'd be like Super Matt 2592 or something, but no one would be able to like discern like that you are Matt Baker or whatever, because there's a lot of Matts in the world. You wouldn't dare put your first and last name in your screen name. So, like, everything was still, like, kind of anonymous, in a way. But now I'm like, all over the internet, people are just using their real names. First and last. I'm like, why are you doing that? You're just putting yourself in danger. Like, I don't even use my full-on technical legal name on Facebook, even though they really want you to. I don't. I use a modified version of my name on Facebook. The only thing that ever had my legal name on it was my LinkedIn, until I learned how screwed up LinkedIn is and deleted it. I don't know, maybe it's my background, having, like, done 18 plus content since I was in college, and that being, like, risky in terms of, like, the people finding out who you are. But yeah, I would never make my real name and that stuff public knowledge. I feel like it would just lead to a lot of trouble. Little Fox is doing alright, She's spending some time with Grandma and Grandpa. And baby Evie's still in the hospital. Gonna check on her here in a bit. Her baby Evie came like about a month and a half early. She was due mid-February. Decided to arrive on Tuesday. No, don't blame the doctors. Like, she needs to be in the NICU unit. Because being born that early, she needs a lot of medicine. She's got to get her lungs more developed, her stomach more developed. Her other organs need to work better. Hey, Drago. We're just hanging out vibing. How are you doing? Does anyone else remember the anime movie for Sonic that came out in like the late 90s? Had a cat girl in it. But also I know Sonic. And the dub was weird. Catch you later, Zach. Stay awesome. Yes, Sonic OVA. remember back in the 90s, my brother showed me that movie. It was very perplexing. I just want, like, a short series or a movie that it just tells the story of Sonic Adventure 2. That's all I want. Does anyone remember the Archie Sonic comics? The ones that were out like 2002, 3-ish? Around that time? How trippy they were? I did like the comics for all the crazy lore they gave the echidnas. Like, both in like the games and the comics. Tikal was one of my waifus. I thought she was so cool. I'm gonna look something up real quick. Just to see if it exists. Hmm. Huh. I guess it never made it onto YouTube. Interesting. Interesting. I wonder if Newgrounds is still a thing. Huh. I guess the thing I'm looking for has been lost to time. No. Oh no. Yep, it's been lost to time. Nothing is as it was. I'll catch you later, Austin. I'll see what else. Because I know my brain is gonna find it. It's gonna find something. Okay. I found something from my middle school years. It's not quite the same, but it works. Alright. Alright. I'm gonna show you all something dope. There we go. There we go. Fun times. Alright. I'm gonna show you something. Hopefully this doesn't get me copyrighted.
Blubber. Blubber. Yeah. That's what it's called. Blubber. Right. The Eskimos eat the blubber. And the blubber will come from different kinds of whales. Oh, yeah. Sometimes it will come from a beluga whale. Beluga. Right. They don't wear galoshes. Who? The whales? No. The Eskimos. Oh, no, that's right. No. They wear muklaks. Muklaks. That's right, muklaks. Muklaks. Yeah, muklaks. Say it again. Muklaks. Say it louder. Muklaks. Good, eh? Yeah, it is a good one. I didn't want to say it, but I like say galoshes. Galoshes. Good, eh? Yeah, it's good. Galoshes. Galoshes. Beluga. Beluga. Blubber, 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 blubber. Muklaks. Blubber, beluga. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt whatever it is you're doing there. It's okay. Okay, I just wanted to know if this is where the bus stops. Yeah.
This was like comedy gold when I was in middle school.
Sir. Yeah. Look over there. Across the street. Yeah. See that lady? Yes. What kind of hairstyle does she have? That looks like a bouffant. Yes, a bouffant. Yes, a bouffant. Actually, I couldn't help noticing that myself. It's sort of what you might call a bulbous bouffant.
A bulbous bouffant.
Yeah, bulbous bouffant. Bulbous bouffant. Bouffant. Blubber. Galoshes. Bulbous bouffant. Macadamia.
Ooh. Gazebo bouffant. Demia. Gazebo is bouffant. Demia. Gazebo is bouffant. Macadamia. Gazebo bulbous bouffant. Macadamia. Blubber gazebo. It's so pleasant. I'm doing alright,
Shindig. Hullabaloo. Gabardine.
Hello. Hi, Emma.
tuberculosis, bus.
Ah, here comes the bus. Oh, yeah.
Good.
Happy birthday, Quinn.
A computer and a car. Thanks, Mom and Dad.
This is also iconic from my childhood.
Go ahead and open your
And by that, I mean like college age years.
What the hell?
What'd you expect? Condoms?
Nice present, Kelly.
Shut up, Jack.
Skank.
I'm gonna butt slap you, shutbag.
Stop fighting. You two are twins. Goodness sakes. Don't they have the same thoughts?
Chicks. PlayStation.
Fiscal responsibility.
I'm scared.
Kelly, where are you going?
Out.
Oh,
Kelly, what are you gonna do with your life?
I'm going to get what I want.
Shoes. Oh my god, shoes. Let's get some shoes. Let's get some shoes. Let's get some shoes. Let's get some shoes. 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 Oh my god, shoes. Shoes. These shoes rule. These shoes suck. These shoes rule. These shoes suck. Shoes. 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 Oh my god, shoes. Shoes rule. These shoes suck. These shoes suck. These shoes suck.
I think you have too many shoes.
Shut up.
I think
There are too many shoes. Shut up.
I think you have too many shoes.
Shut up.
I think you have too many shoes.
Shut up. Stupid boy. Stupid boy. Let's get some shoes. Let's party. These shoes are $300. These shoes are $300. These shoes are $300 fucking dollars. Let's get them. Some are small. But they're gonna fit. I mean, your feet are kind of big. Oh. 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 By the way, bitch. Fuck you! Fuck you! Fuck you! Fuck you! Fetch. Fetch. So yeah, that's stuff from my high school, college years. Hugs, I miss you too. You're such a sweetheart. Old YouTube was like a real trip. Like a real trip. Well, have a good night, Nathan. I'm probably going to log off soon too here in a few minutes. It's already almost 10. And starting to feel it. Starting to feel being a bit tired. We'll see. We'll see about that. I had a thought, but it left me. Wee woo, wee woo, wee woo, wee woo. So yeah, I'm starting to space out, which means I'm getting tired. Finally. Thanks everyone for joining me, hanging out with me, vibing. It was a pleasant stream. I appreciate y'all. If any of you want to be cool, you can check out my Ko-fi or my Throne wish list if you want to help, like, give me a bit of a pick-me-up, considering everything going on in my life right now. It'd be very much appreciated. And I don't know when I'm going to stream again, or if I'll stream on here, or as Orky on Twitch. Just keep an eye on my Twitters, pretty much, and on the Discords. So yeah, and I'll try to get some content out at some point. I'll see what I can do. Have a good day / night, everybody, depending on your time zone. Know that I love you and care about you, and that you should stay awesome. Kiss you. Kiss you. Bye 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 bye. Bye 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 bye. Nya nya. Da da da.